All right, welcome to the second episode of We the Boys. This episode we'll be speaking on the night one of WrestleMania 40. With me today is Alan, as usual, and
Hi
myself,
there, everyone.
Anthony. Yeah.
Acknowledge us.
All right. Okay, so night one just happened. I must say I missed the beginning, the fireworks and stuff because I overslept and my alarm rang a little later, so I had to rewatch it again. But then again, yeah, what a night! Really, what a night one. Honestly, it's one of the best I think so far.
Yes, I mean it took the whole show was around 4 hours and 15 minutes total blast. I started watching 7 a.m. all the way to 11:15, and we continue with the press conference up to 1 p.m. How I'm talking Malaysia time,
Yeah,
So day one was a joy, and looking forward day two.
yeah. Actually, it was a fantastic build up to night two. To be honest, I feel like not all of the matches really stood the test of time.
Unfortunately, there were hit and miss. But
Yeah,
generally, I mean, at the end of the day, I tell myself it's the correct outcome. Okay, I mean, they are still hit or miss.
correct,
So, do
correct.
you want to run through our recap of our predictions for day one, Anthony?
Yeah, I think we have to do that. Wait, let me just pull up the match card. Right, WrestleMania match card. Okay, so we start off with the first match, the opening match, i.e., the women's world championship between Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. I think I got it spot on this one.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my pick didn't went through. So I think that is one for Anthony and 1-0 for Anthony against Alan.
All
So
right.
okay.
Okay.
Are we
Then
recapping the matches now, or are we just going through the results first?
I think we can do both.
Okay, sure. Okay,
Yeah.
just then I take it from here first.
All right.
So in case you missed the first match, I love the entrance from both parties. Becky Lynch entered with a I think it's a soft plug on her book. Okay, it's the title not an average woman. Okay, so the whole entrance there was a quote from her book, and even her entrance gear has all this cloth with all the text written from her book. So that was nice. Rhea Ripley even have a special entrance, okay, by the band that originally performed her song. So I'm very timid when it comes to live performance because they tend to not come through live performance of wrestling team. And there is also an unspoken rule that is a curse. If you are having a special entrance in WrestleMania, more often than not, you are not winning the match. Yeah. But I mean, overall, the match was a great way to kickstart the WrestleMania. And throughout a commentary, Michael Cole also mentioned this Becky Lynch has a high fever throughout the week, and it's
Mm.
great to see how she can perform under pressure. And we must not also forget the temperature. It was officially reported it's around 10 degrees Celsius out there. So imagine wrestling in the cold weather. So
Mm.
that was a great opening, and it's also refreshing to see Mami with a new appearance on her long hair. So this
Yeah.
the tiny comms of the match, which I enjoy.
Yeah, I noticed some people they posted online saying that WWE did Becky Lynch dirty. I don't think so. I think this was the safest bet, and this is the right call because you see, Rhea Ripley is doing a fantastic job as a champion. She's fighting, and not only that, she has such a presence with the media. So I think this is a very good call, and she's a fantastic performer also. I think today proved that. So yeah, WrestleMania started off with a very good match, I believe.
Indeed. And also, it's not match related, but we can see that the Prime logo sponsorship in its flesh. So I'm
Mm,
glad it's not colorful, it's just a very minimalist black and white logo in the center of the ring.
yeah.
Also, most of the match has a sponsorship uh,
Mm,
on the banner and the LED outside. So I think once again, it's a perfect opportunity on WWE capitalizing on this.
I
Every
agree.
single match
I
has a
agree.
different sponsor.
Like I said yesterday, WWE and many affiliate companies, they're going to be making a lot of money over these 2 days. You know, Yeah, what a fantastic beginning lah, huh?
Yes.
For this new era, especially the Renaissance era. Right. So let's go to match two. Match two was
The ladder match.
the ladder match. Yeah, the tag team titles. Oh, you called this one correctly. They
Correct.
actually split the titles, huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. They make it the point in the beginning that the Raw titles and the SmackDown titles are hanged separately. However, I think my prediction did not came true because I named DIY and Awesome Truth.
Mm.
Yes, but Awesome Truth did came.
Awesome trip. Yeah, I think
Yes.
we're both half right. I think we're both half right.
So were you awake during this match?
I was already no. I was there for the first match already. I just
Okay,
missed the beginning, the fireworks and all.
Okay, the
That's
fireworks
the only thing.
and the national anthem and
Yeah,
the opening package.
which is the most important part. I feel
Yes,
like
yes.
that one builds the excitement.
So they have this rapper named Mick Mill to do the opening package
Yeah.
on the basis that he was a Philly local,
Mm.
and his hit single is titled "Nightmares and Dreams."
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think it's related to the bigger picture of the Bloodline storyline. So they might add the song tomorrow because before WrestleMania started, there was speculations that Sylvester Stallone will be doing the opening package due to Philadelphia being tied.
Yeah.
To hockey.
Yeah. I read
So
this somewhere. Yeah.
these are all the small things. I'm very particular on details. I'm a wrestling geek, so you have to forgive me on this. Okay,
Right.
so going on the second match, what was your prediction initially for the winner?
I didn't think that they were going to split the title, and I said it was going to be Awesome Truth because they were building them up like massively.
Alright. Okay,
And in
okay, you take it from here first.
and in hindsight, when I look back and I think like, oh yeah, they were giving this what are they calling themselves? A Town Down.
Down, because Australia is known as the land down under.
Yeah.
Down.
A Town Down. Yeah. So in hindsight, yeah, they have been giving them a lot of like exposure also. So it was nice to see them win, and I would like to see whether these belts on them, would give them a different sort of like aura.
Yes.
Like Austin Theory was primed to be the next babyface, the next top guy. I wonder if this is going to be happening because obviously the next biggest babyface is going to be Cody Rhodes. So I don't know whether they're preparing him for that or not, but
All this while, I'm a fan of ladder match because it's a sport fest. Okay, that means there'll be a lot of sports opportunities to be given, especially when R-Truth is involved in the match. You can see all the shenanigans. He was assuming it was a traditional tag match, waiting to be tagged in. After that, he even performed the pin, and all the ladder spots, even tables were present.
yeah.
My only qualm is that A Town Down, they grabbed the SmackDown title quite early on the match.
Mm.
Mm.
I think it was, in my opinion, I think that was a good call because you see, it's sort of like, okay, one's done, and then now the entire focus is on this. Because you see, immediately there was a massive urgency with the way Judgment Day, as in Finn Balor and Damien Priest, the way they were conducting themselves, there was a lot more urgency. New Day started coming up, and it was a really good match in the sense that a lot of the other tag teams also got to showcase themselves in a very cool way, I believe. So yeah, I think this was a massive win for everybody. But among all of them, who do you think had the worst showing in this ladder match? Which is a hard pick, by the way.
Worse,
Worst showing.
Oof. I would say New Day did not perform out to expectation. It's a very hot take from me.
Mm.
Mm.
I would find it, yeah, actually, New Day. I would also say, oh, they're called A Town Down Under. That's what they're
Down
called.
under.
Yeah. So I think A Town Down Under also, maybe it's because I'm not so keen on them. I don't know. But all in all, like I said, it is a very hard pick because the match was good. The match was indeed good. New Catch Republic, they're going to be really big.
I love the spot where Tyler Bate was carrying Finn Balor together with the title. It shows that is a WrestleMania moment for him. Every now and then all these up and coming wrestlers, they want their WrestleMania moment. So I think that was well worth for Tyler Bate. A lot of high flying spots, and I'm glad no one got injured because ladder match are very injury prone.
Yeah.
And also a special shout out to referee Jessica Carr for spotting that one of the ladder is bending. and she was
Yeah.
frantically tapping on the Damien Priest leg, to inform him, don't climb, don't climb.
Yeah. I noticed that. Not
So
bad,
mad respect to the referee, for having
Yeah.
attention to the detail.
That
Ladder
was
match, it should stay. It should be a staple at WrestleMania.
yeah.
Ladder match in WrestleMania will be staying.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Right.
Let's move on to the next match.
Okay. The next one I believe was it the Mysterio match? The third
Just
one?
give me the moment to check the sequence of match.
I believe it was the Mysterios,
Yeah, Rey Mysterio tag team match.
Yeah. Rey Mysterio and Andrade versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. I mean, this was something that we called out.
Yes,
we knew the outcome anyway. So wait. So now it's 2-1. That's the score.
Yeah, we can take so.
Okay, 2-1. All right. So this one, both of us got correct, I believe.
Initially you pick the same decision with me. I mean, Rey Mysterio, but after that you change your mind in the sense that you think Carlito may turn a heel and there might be a swerve.
Right. Okay. So you
Yes.
get the point on this. So it's 2-2
Correct.
now.
Correct.
This one, I feel it could have been more. I
Yes.
feel this one was a little underwhelming.
Yes.
And then the fact that they brought that Kelchi guy in it
Correct.
also. I don't know, it was a feel good factor, but I feel it could have been done more. Nothing much to speak about this, to be honest.
Indeed. And this the joking, he repeated the spot, the high flying spot that he made famous in NXT. So I think it's just a showcase for Legado and LW. It's all stars.
Yeah, and to be honest, right, I feel this is a hot take from me.
Yes.
LWO and these Latino Mexican wrestlers, etc. Right, these group of guys, they are so talented, but I feel that they are being severely underused, severely not booked properly. And I hope now with Andrade in the picture, because he's a very vocal guy. I hope things change for them and they are showcased in a much better fashion. Because I tell you, one of my favorite current wrestlers is forget his name it's Santos Escobar.
Yes.
Santos Escobar is one of like my guys. I like his appeal and stuff. So yeah.
Correct. If they push him properly, he has the prospect to be a proper heel. But once again, however, all these Spanish and Latino wrestlers, they're just tied to their own storyline, of Latino against Latino. So that's why when Andrade returned, they were concerned that Andrade will be tied out and be involved in the LWO storyline. And
which is
true. So we hope maybe everyone on this rivalry can get through the limbo and move on to be a proper heel, a proper face, and move forward the card for a title picture without being involved by basis of their ethnicity.
Yeah, right now it's very much that it's just all these fellas don't go into one match and that's it.
Matter of fact, when the match was booked, I mean this tag team match, a lot of people felt it was unnecessary and was hoping that it would be in the pre-show. But okay, I mean, once again, a father and son has a WrestleMania moment against each other. So I think it turned out for the better.
All right. So the next one, I believe, is the Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi.
It was the brother versus brother match first. So I take it from here, Anthony. Unfortunately, yesterday I picked this to be my match of the night. The match I look forward to. Because of the promo package. They add the same promo package again today. Okay. Entrance-wise, I mean, it's just a feel-good factor, to have Lil Wayne and...
Wait, let me interrupt you.
Yes.
Is it really... Lil Wayne came out, he was barely mouthing his words. I mean, Lil Wayne is Lil Wayne. And halfway through, they cut the song and Jay comes out. Even Lil Wayne was like, huh?
Correct.
He follows him to the ring, doesn't do anything. So I'm thinking to myself, why did you bring Lil Wayne here? There is no point.
Correct. And it was ironic that I think they announced him not as the greatest of all time. They say the best rapper or something along that to that effect. So the whole match is just to have Jey Uso to have his highlight, the entrance where he was hyping the crowd. And let's just cut straight to the point. I think it was the worst match of the night.
Hands down.
Think for someone that, I mean, this so-called feud is built since birth, and you thought that twins would have chemistry. It just didn't deliver. It's just Supercade fast. and it was very underwhelming. A lot of people were justifying, saying that they were only given 15 minutes. But come on, anyone, a 5-star match can be put even under 10 minutes. Heck, I will find this, the WWE Speed in X, formerly known as Twitter, even more entertaining, and that's under 3 minutes.
Yeah. I agree. This was severely underwhelming. This could have been so much more better. And on top of that, let me just add something that I noticed is a little gripe that I have. You're trying to make these guys appear. I know wrestling is scripted. It's a storyline. We all know at the back they might be friends with each other, right? Obviously, these guys are brothers. But when you have a promo package of these two guys in the same room looking at each other, and then the camera is going this angle, this angle, this angle, you automatically know that when the camera is cut, they're dabbing each other and they're walking the same the same path. It takes away the realism, and you see this in the main event also. The Bloodline, Rock and Roman Reigns, when Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, they also have the same promo package. Like, these guys are supposedly they hate each other. What are they doing in the same room taking pictures together, lah? It don't make sense. These are things that I feel like ought to change, like, because it takes you out of the moment. So, like, yeah.
I think they are trying to give this the feel of reality, So they want to show more things happening backstage, but in that same time, they accidentally reveal too much.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, but this match
it's a big miss. It's a big miss. Easily not. With due respect, it wasn't what it didn't deliver.
Yeah, it was the worst of the night, to be honest. I think I went with Jay with this, right? Did you go with Jay also?
Yes, we both went with Jay.
So now we are 3-3.
Perfect. Come, let's continue.
Right. Okay. So now we have the big three versus control damage control.
Damage control. Once again, I'm very particular when it comes to entrance. The entrance was nice. Everyone has a very customized special entrance. Even all the entrance gear was beautiful. The women are dressed beautifully. Match.
Wait, in terms of entrance, damage control had a very nice entrance.
Indeed,
it made sense. But I tell you, I was superly not a fan of the big three's entrance. It made no sense. You see, Jade Cargill comes out and the song is about to begin and it stops. And then Naomi's song is about to begin. She's hyping them up and then it stops. And it goes to Bianca Belair's song. Why? Just have one fuller song and then all of you walk down. Easy or what? And they are like coming down from the above, right? And Bianca Belair is just whipping her hair. It's so stupid for me. I feel it's so dumb.
It's as if a helicopter is landing. I share your concern. I mean, it's okay, but if you want to change the song, I would prefer everyone to have their individual entrance instead of cramming it. Just Jade Cargill only has 10 seconds of a song. Naomi has 15 seconds, and the rest of it is Bianca Belair. I think it's the same thing with this ladder match entrance also. They only make their entrance halfway through the ramp, and after that, the next team came out. So I think the moment has to be given all the way up to the ring.
Yeah, because Jade Cargill has a very nice entrance, and I'm such a fan of Jade Cargill. I really am, right? And her entrance is amazing. And I feel like you could have done it at WrestleMania, and you robbed her of the opportunity. But that's where the negatives stop.
Yes.
It starts and it stops there. The rest of the match was fantastic. I liked it.
Correct. Yes. I mean, Jade Cargill was given her the moment she was tagged in the ring. I mean, you can feel the aura, and she performed. But also, I think another tiny bit of criticism is that I don't think she has enough airtime in the match. It was mostly Bianca Belair. My opinion is Damage Control carried the match perfectly. Asuka and Kairi Sane, their Joshi style of wrestling, they came through. They make everyone look good. Dakota Kai in the same. So it was a banger. I mean, in terms that this match came after the brothers versus brother match, it was It was a good momentum to pick up.
Yeah. I think. Sorry, you
correct,
say something?
Correct prediction from both of us.
Yeah. So we're 4-4 now.
Yes, correct.
I think. Okay, Gunther versus Sami Zayn. This was, for me, match of the night. Fantastic match.
Same match of the night. Okay, let's start with the entrance first. So this is more breaking the kayfabe. So we can notice from the start of the Sami-Zayn entrance, it will be a simultaneously one shot the camera movement.
Yeah.
So in the previous era, Kevin Dunn would not permit such style of shooting. So Sami-Zayn has his moment with his wife and kid,
Yeah.
and even hug Kevin Owens, and even met Chad Gable.
Yeah.
And after that, his entrance, Gunther also has this entrance with the presence. Samantha Irwin announcing the making the introduction, and the whole match was it was perfect. It's a classic professional wrestling match. And Sami Zayn even bring back his old finisher, the Brain Buster.
Yeah, that was fantastic. That spot was wow. Yeah,
Correct.
and that one delivered. This
Yes.
match is fantastic.
And Gunther
Fantastic
even
all around.
went through with all the threats to the Sami Zayn's family came
Yeah.
down, try to intimidate the wife.
Yeah.
And Gunther with his machine gun chops.
Yeah.
Classic wrestling match. I agree, it has to be the match of the night for me.
Yeah. But this one,
However, the outcome is surprising.
You went with Sami Zayn winning, right?
No, I went with Gunther.
I also went with Gunther. So what? We're still 4-4 lah. But
Correct.
yeah.
So
hands
it's
down.
Gunther's 666 day of terror, of reign of terror that has come to the end. So we thank you, Gunther, for for this epic title reign, and it's time for Sami Zayn to pick up from here. However, I just want to, it's a revisionism. I would see the rationale on why Sami Zayn is winning, because I felt that this is an indication that Kevin Owens is going to win the US title tomorrow, and they are going to have a friend and friend moment, hugging it out, celebrating the Intercontinental title and the US title. Homage to Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit in Wrestlemania 20. And you also have to take into consideration the Raw next week, not the Raw after Mania. That means in 1 week time, it's in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, the hometown of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. So I felt that Kevin Owens has to win tomorrow to bring the feel-good factor for them to do the celebration in the Raw next week.
Okay. Fair. Makes sense. Right. Okay, so let's move on to the main event.
Correct.
Which was a fantastic main event.
Correct. Do you know it went for a total of 44 minutes?
Wait, I'll do you one better. Do you realize that The Rock is 51 years old?
Wow. And he looks, he's performing well,
The fact that he went that long, as a 51-year-old, and he looked that good. When I realized this, I was like, whoa, damn.
And even our tribal chief is in shape, perfect shape and condition.
Both of them are really good. Also, before we start about that, I'm really genuinely stoked for Roman Reigns, because if you notice this, Roman Reigns has always been wearing Jordans throughout his entrances. It's either Jordans or some other Nike things. He's always been repping the Jordans and the Nikes and all that. And all of his gear has always been Nike. So I was wondering, till when? He's obviously telling Nike, like, come and get me, sponsor me. But it finally happened. And now he has an official deal with the Jordan brand. And today he was wearing his first wrestling gear with Jordan. It's amazing. It's about time. It is about time. And I hope he gets his own sneaker line, or at least a collaboration or something. It has to be done. This guy is top tier, and he brings so many eyes to the product, and I think people are going to benefit from it. I'm super stoked for him.
Okay, what's the name of the product? I saw it in Twitter.
You are muted, my friend.
Can you hear me? Anthony, can you hear me?
Now I can, yeah.
Okay, what's the name of his brand? The shoe?
Jordan.
I mean, is that Air Rain or something?
Yeah. It was posted today, yeah.
Correct. So a few more statistics of the match before we continue with the result and the recap. So this was Roman Reigns' first match after Royal Rumble. So that is one thing. And this is The Rock's first match after 8 years. His last televised match was against Eric Rowan in WrestleMania. If you want to count that as a match. But that was only 8 seconds.
It's this one. Right there behind me. That was the match, yeah.
So it was 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, and another thing is the tribal chief. Do you know his entrance took 4 minutes and 30 seconds?
Wow.
And that also he was walking in a faster pace today. So let's
Wow.
see and let's do some nerding and calculations. How many minutes will his entrance take tomorrow?
Mm.
Yes. Okay. Just some nitpicking. Entrance wise, I love the everyone's entrance. You know, everyone has their moment.
Yeah.
I think it's a missed opportunity by Seth Rollins because a lot of people were speculating they wanted Seth Rollins to wear the exact attire The Rock wear as Rocky Maivia debuting in Survivor Series, but he didn't.
Maybe.
I mean,
Oh yeah. Tomorrow, no significance already lah.
correct. So
Yeah.
I think that was a missed opportunity for Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
The Rock has a cool entrance as the final boss.
Oh yeah.
Correct. And the
Yeah.
tribal chief has a very minimalist entrance
But
compared
that's
to
all you need for him. You know, that's all you need from him. Yeah.
correct. So the match I enjoyed the match very much. You know, you can see The Rock was asserting his authority
Yeah.
as the final boss. He even cursed the referee, you know, to tell
Yeah.
the referee, don't you dare count me out and drop
Yeah.
the F-bomb alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. And after that, but I was only confused, you know, because from that moment on, everyone was start to using foreign objects
Yeah.
throughout
The
the match.
moment that's when they split and went out, right?
Yes.
Each way. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, like, did the final boss bend the rule to make sure that this is a no DQ match? So we can only assume so.
Mm.
Yeah.
But
Then,
I was,
yeah, come.
I was pleasantly surprised that there was no Jimmy, there was no Solo,
Correct.
which was very nice. Meaning to say, like the big guys can settle it by themselves, which they did in a very clean manner, which everybody sort of knew lah. This was definitely going to happen anyway, unless
And
you're like a blind crybaby lah.
Yes. And our predictions came true. I
Yeah.
mean, if you don't know, I mean, the final boss and the tribal chief won this match, but by way of The Rock pinning Cody Rhodes.
Clean, right?
Yes, I will just have 2 words. It's the correct outcome.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not clean technically. I think Roman Reigns low blowed Cody Rhodes.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
And
Before
then
that,
The Rock,
correct,
you
yeah.
know, just push the referee inside
Yeah.
for the count. But however, it is the correct outcome. Maybe I was nitpicking. I was hoping that Seth Rollins was to be pinned, but I think on the bigger picture, it's the correct outcome to have Cody Rhodes to be pinned.
Yeah.
So Cody Rhodes will sulk in, he'll take the blame, and he'll perform under pressure tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because WrestleMania 40 Night 1 should not end with the happy ending of Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins winning. So
Yeah.
we hope everything will transition to tomorrow, you know. After the press conference, you know, The Rock was indicating that, you know, there might be surprises coming tomorrow. So we can only speculate.
Yeah, another thing just before we end that,
Yes.
I really like the fact that The Rock is carrying this People's Champion title around, which is a far more better looking championship compared to the WWE Undisputed Heavyweight Championship. It's better looking, and I really like how it looks. And I hope when Cody Rhodes eventually wins it tomorrow, he changes the design. The design is horrible, if you ask me lah.
Yes. But I think the current design works in a way that is a suitable design for corporate purposes. You can see every time American football team is winning a championship, they were presented with a title. So it looks presentable. But we are looking forward, up to any changes of title design.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So let's rate WrestleMania 40 Night 1 out of 10.
Okay, I will give it a solid rating of 8/10.
I
I deduct 2 points based on the big hit or miss on the outcome of the Jay versus Jimmy matches and some unnecessary bits like Little Win participating in the entrance. But other than that, I enjoyed everything as a whole.
Besides the points that you offered, or rather you granted in your rating, I would say it's 8.5, but the rest I agree with you. These are the points that are sort of like bringing the thing down. Jimmy and Jay, very disappointing, man. Honestly, very disappointing.
What's your take on the crowd? You know, because I was checking this the internet wrestling community IWC in the Twitter. They seem not to be happy with the Philadelphia crowd. They said the Philly crowd is dead and not responsive.
I agree. It was very dead, but you must also understand they are hyped for how many days now, and you're in that, and it's cold, And then, of
Yeah.
course, at the beginning they're going to be hyped. Towards the end, it's always like that. It's genuinely always like that. I'll tell you, I hate to keep bringing this up, but at WrestleMania 32, by the end of the night, everybody was dead. For the main event, everybody barely was making any noise. So it's
Correct.
expected lah. Yeah. But
Because
tomorrow,
it's draining
tomorrow,
you. It's draining the
yeah,
energy. You know, you're pouring
yeah,
so much energy throughout the weekend, and you're invested. So
yeah,
there was even a line of joke. They said that, you know, I totally forgotten in the end of the Bloodline versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins feud, they have to wrestle.
yeah, yeah.
Everyone
Actually,
behind the package. Oh, it's time for them to have a match. Damn, you know, I can't
yeah,
commit to that.
yeah. All right. So let's go to our next talking point, which is we did the quick recap, we did the quick review. There's one thing that I want to point out to you. Even in the most recent Raw appearance with The Rock and Roman Reigns, right? If you notice, there was another Easter egg done by The Rock. You know, he keeps doing this, right?
Yes,
Right?
correct.
But there was another thing that he did that not many people, no one actually picked up on, if based on what I realized now. You see, the end of Raw is Roman Reigns lifting his title, and next to him, The Rock is lifting the belt that he just whacked Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes with, which says the Nightmare. Weirdly enough, the week before, when he had basically dismantled Cody Rhodes, he was using a belt with the Rock's logo on it, the Brahma Bull. But this time around, he didn't. He was wearing Cody Rhodes' belt. And when he was raising it and he's standing apart from Roman Reigns as usual, could this be another Easter egg that The Rock is going to betray Roman Reigns tomorrow and make Cody Rhodes win? There's another lore that comes into this also. If you look closely, right, at the media, I mean, the press conference that they had where The Rock slaps Cody Rhodes,
Yes.
he clearly indicates that he is High Chief Dwayne The Rock Johnson, because he truly is in his family. I think a Wrestle Talk, they had a special on this, and he was given the title for his whole family that he is the current High Chief. From Peter Maivia, he's the next High Chief, you know? And he has not used this title so far, but that was the first time it was on the screen, High Chief Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And in my opinion, High Chief will always trump Tribal Chief. So I believe there's no way that they're going to put it out there without going back to it. I believe tomorrow he's definitely going to cost Roman Reigns the title, and then he's going to say, I'm the High Chief. And then they'll have the proper feud, the family blood feud.
Okay, but then I will need to pick your brain, you know, Anthony. Then why go through all this effort, you know, to cause harm to Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and even went through 44 minutes of excruciating professional wrestling match, causing hurt to Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. So rationalize that for me.
Make it believable, because you see, Roman Reigns is such a force. If you go head to head with him and fight, the likelihood of you winning against him is very low. There's a reason why he's the champion for such a long time, right? So you got to defeat your enemy, you got to be with him. So I believe.
Are we indicating the final boss is a double agent all this while?
Yes, yeah.
Interesting.
That's what I think is going to happen. So let's see whether it's a hot take or it's a shit take.
No, I mean, it's a good take. So we will tune in to see.
Okay. So let's go on with the prediction for night 2.
So first is for the World Heavyweight Championship, Seth Rollins against Drew McIntyre.
I'm going with Drew with this.
I'm going with Drew too. With a bit of twist, perhaps Damien Priest might be involved. So before we continue, it's very unfortunate, you know, you see in night one, all Judgment Day members' matches were disposed within the first 3 matches.
Yeah.
So they just get the Judgment Day done and dusted. So I'm picking Drew too, and perhaps with a failed cash in from Damien Priest.
I didn't think of Damien Priest being involved in this part. Yeah, could be.
Okay, but I think we both agree Drew McIntyre. Anything to add, Anthony?
That's all. Yeah, of course CM Punk is going to play a certain role in this for sure.
CM Punk will be in commentary for this match.
Yeah, for sure he's going to be involved in some capacity.
Okay, second match is the street fight between the Pride. So if you do not know, the Pride is the official faction name of Bobby Lashley and Street Profits against the Final Testament. The Pride has to win. Bobby Lashley has to win, to continue his momentum.
I would like the Final Testament to win because I just really like the whole package of this stable. It's a very cool stable. I like it.
Okay.
I'll go with
Differing views. Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
LA versus AJ. The battle of two alphabets. Which alphabet is superior? LA or AJ? Proudly reviewed by Slim Jim.
Sorry? Oh,
Slim Jim. Sponsored by Slim Jim.
I think LA Knight will win. The crowd will be so hot if he wins. They need to make him win.
I'll be a devil's advocate and say AJ. They need to continue the trilogy. For another few more PLE.
Yeah, I mean, they can still do it with LA winning, right?
But AJ has to solidify his position as a top heel of SmackDown. Because if he loses in this early stage, there will be no aura and momentum from AJ to portray himself as his new persona and gimmick.
Okay, fair enough. Right, okay, next one?
Next one is Logan Paul versus Randy Orton and Kevin Owens triple threat for the US title. So
I would like Randy to win this.
Yes. I go with my safest pick, Kevin Owens, just because I want the feel-good factor of the two best friends celebrating it and embracing each other in WrestleMania.
Although I do feel like that's going to happen, I would like Randy Orton to win it.
Nice. Has Randy Orton won the US title before? I don't think so.
I know he has won the Intercontinental. I don't think US title. We may be wrong,
Yeah, but it would be good for Randy Orton to have a title run in 2024, right?
Yeah, it'll be nice.
Yes.
Okay, next one. Io Sky versus Bailey.
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 We all the whole winner of Royal Rumble, and she coming back, to hunt damage control in Io Sky. She has to win.
Yeah, she has to win.
All the significance of Royal Rumble will just go down the drain.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. And the last and final, the most important match of all, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, your reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion, Heavyweight Champion, against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. What's your pick, Anthony?
Cody Rhodes is definitely winning, especially after tonight. But I'm very intrigued. You know why? Because all this while, the Tribal Chief became a character because he held the belt. Yes. Now it'll be very interesting to see whether he still has that aura, still has that presence without the belt. Because I think this is the most important time of Roman Reigns' career, whether he can solidify himself as the greatest of all time. Because if you see people like The Undertaker, when he comes into a place, he doesn't need a title. People automatically melt away. Roman Reigns needs that. And this is the best for him, I think. So I think he's not really bothered of losing the title. He has already put his name in the highest part of the history. I don't think anyone in the near future is going to beat that record. Yeah, and I think this is a very good step for both parties, in fact.
Yes, I still have a few more things to add, but I think we will keep that for the post-mortem of night 2.
Yeah.
See how it goes from there. So I agree with you. In short, my pick is Cody Rhodes.
One more thing, there are 6 matches for tomorrow, and today we had 7, right? So there are rumors swirling around that there'll be another surprise match. I don't think there will be a surprise match, but what I think there will be is there will be a segment. And I feel like everyone is forgetting about Uncle Howdy. But maybe Uncle Howdy will come out in the Raw after Mania. I don't know.
Correct. Okay, usually in WrestleMania, they will have a roll call in which they will have all the Hall of Famers present, to announce that. Yeah. So I think that will take place on day 2. Because that roll call itself will take up to 10 minutes. But overall, if you compare this to last year, once again, why I give a high rating, I remember one of the complaints last year was there was too much of a replays and promo package throughout the day 1 and day 2 just to fill up the time.
Yeah.
Though this year around for day 1, it was okay. It wasn't as rampant as last year.
I don't think this year is going to be like that because I think this year is a very stacked card. Right. So far, WWE is doing very well under Triple H.
And can we even talk about the opening signature, or the new opening signature?
That is fantastic. So good.
Yeah, that gives us a MCU vibe, those cinematic universe purple color vibe. Then now forever together. Oh, that was a perfect way to kickstart the new era.
Yeah, it feels like it feels larger than life, which is exactly what WWE is. You know,
The
it was fantastic.
The culmination of 40 years of journey, up to
Yeah.
this day.
Yeah. Okay. So far, so good. I guess we'll be speaking again tomorrow for the roundup after what happens tomorrow. Do you think night 2 will be better than night 1?
Indeed, I believe night 2 will be better than night 1. I mean, simply with the involvement of CM Punk and also the biggest match of all time, the most important match in sports entertainment history, WWE's history.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean,
Very
I can only equate it once again akin to Avengers Endgame.
Yeah. Very quickly though, how do you think John Cena and Stone Cold will figure? I think now it's clear as day that they will come into play during the Bloodline match.
Okay, we just a very wild prediction, so maybe if this misses the mark, everyone can just screen cap this and make fun of me. I solely believe that every single member of the Bloodline will come to interrupt Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, and then Seth Rollins and Jay Uso will come to the aid, in which they also will be whacked by the final boss and everyone. And then one by one, John Cena and Stone Cold came to the aid.
Yeah.
It's a feel good factor. That's what I'm aiming for.
It's like the family which is trying to like gazump everything versus WWE.
Yes.
That sort of a thing,
And maybe to add your prediction also, I mean, the swerve in which the final boss will betray Roman Reigns. I'll add that to the equation.
Or maybe, right? Okay, this is another very quick hot take. Maybe final boss will be with Roman Reigns until the end, but Roman Reigns loses. That's when he will say, "That's it. I'm taking away my trust in you. Now I have a problem with you. I'm the high chief."
Okay, but if we go through that road, Anthony, that will take away the spotlight from Cody Rhodes winning. So if it has to be executed, it has to be executed between the matches and not after. Because we want the ending of WrestleMania to be Cody Rhodes holding the title and Michael Cole saying Cody Rhodes has finished his story, and it has to end there.
I think if that happens also, like this whole segment between The Rock and Roman Reigns, I think it will happen either the Raw after Mania or SmackDown after Mania.
Yes, but I think also there were rumors saying that The Rock will immediately excuse himself to Hollywood to film his next movie. So maybe there's leeway for the Raw after Mania for such a segment.
But this is so beautiful,
Indeed,
like we are sitting down and speculating so many various outcomes. That once again shows how exciting the product is right now,
WrestleMania season, baby.
Yeah. All right, Alan, I think we can wrap up for tonight.
Perfect.
Yeah, all right, and see you tomorrow, I guess. Thank you guys for listening.
Acknowledge us.
Acknowledge us, yeah. Well, let me see if I know how to end it this time or not. All right.